Hello, my name is Keith Haswell and I'm a professional astrologer with 40 years experience in the business and over 30,000 clients worldwide. I turn my attention more now to the teaching side of astrology, and I've released about 143 YouTube videos, and I've written 2 books on all aspects of personal and spiritual growth. And these books have been turned into 36 CDs through 3 intensives with my voice, beautiful backing music. And I want to talk with my subscribers today, and of course those who are also watching this video, to look at the anxiety levels that we're experiencing in the world today. I'm sorry there's been a while, it's been a couple of weeks since I put out a video on personal growth, and I do apologise for that. It's just been a very busy time with the website, but there's another one coming out in the next couple of days too that will help you to understand more about yourself and more about what's going on in the world. There's just so much anxiety in the world today, and you're experiencing it more than the average person does because you are on the crest of the wave of evolution. Not only that, you are on what's called the second ray of love wisdom. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. 2 things there that I've said is that you're on the crest of the wave of evolution and you are on the second ray of love wisdom. And those 2 reasons are the reason why you're watching this video. You wouldn't be watching it unless you're on the crest of the wave of evolution. And you wouldn't be watching it unless you were on the second ray. So you have actually come to a crisis point in your life. You've come to a crisis point that you are now ready to make changes inside of yourself that you weren't ready to make those changes even a month ago. You've had a crisis in your life. You've really come to the point now where you say, I need to know what's going on. I need to know where I'm heading in life. And so you've now found your way to my website. You've been brought here not by accident. Your higher self has brought you here to this video and to my website to help you to navigate your way through the crisis that you're facing in your life at the moment. It's a crisis of confidence. It's a crisis of anxiety. It's a crisis of stress. It's a crisis of identity. It's a crisis of self-image. It's a crisis of pain. It's a crisis of fear. It's a crisis of self-esteem. It's a crisis of self-confidence. So you are on the crest of the wave of evolution, and because you're on the second ray of love wisdom, you are more sensitive to what's going on in the world today than what you would normally be. And the fact that you are on the crest of the wave of evolution means that you are much more sensitive than the average person out there. Now let me explain just a little bit about the second ray. There's the majority of the people on the planet are not on that second ray. There's the first ray of power, and that's the ray for politicians. The second ray of love wisdom is for those who are on the ray of expansion and wisdom, and to expand your understanding, and you grow and reach and stretch to become more of who you are by an intake of knowledge and an expansion of consciousness. The third ray is the ray that the majority of people are on, and that's the ray of intelligent activity, and that means that their career and business activities are the most important thing to them in their life, and that's their way of growing and reaching and stretching and becoming more of who they really are. They might be atheists, they might be believers in God, it makes no difference. They will find their way through their activities there with career and business. The fourth ray is the ray of harmony through conflict, and all of the artists, musicians and entertainers all find themselves on that particular ray, and they grow through their striving to reach balance in their life through their art, through their music, through their literature, through their entertainment. The fifth ray is the ray of science, and all of the scientists of the world on a variety of different channels, whether it's through medical science or or engineering science or whatever. They find their way through the material side of life, so most of them will not believe in God, and therefore that's certainly not their path. But that doesn't mean that they're less than those who believe in God. That's just their method of growth. The sixth ray is the ray of abstract idealism. All of the religions of the world are on that particular ray, and all of the idealisms, right human relations and so on and so forth. And then there's the seventh ray, that's the ray of ceremonial law, order and ritual, and all of those who are in the commerce and industry and business on the commerce side, and also all the legal profession are all on that particular line. And most of them don't also believe in God. So you're on the second ray of love wisdom. You are on the crest of the wave of evolution. You are much more sensitive, therefore, not only to the anxiety in your own reality and your own sphere of influence among your family and your loved ones, but you are much more sensitive to the impacts of anxiety out there in the world. And let's face it, the world is in a parlous state. Now, the reason that it's in a parlous state is because there is a new dispensation, there is a new paradigm coming down into the consciousness of humanity. And that new paradigm is going to usher in a whole new understanding about the nature of reality and our place in that reality. And the ones who will first develop understanding about all of that are those on the second ray of love wisdom, and all the rest will follow along. But that's what's going on in the world today, is there's so much anxiety and stress in the world today because this new dispensation, this new paradigm that's coming in is stimulating everything that's there. And so you always have the reactionary forces, whether it's the religion or whether it's the philosophies or whether it's the ideologies and so forth. We're in the midst of an ideological war. A war between those who want to drag humanity back to the past and the religious fanatics who want to drag humanity back to the past, the ways that it always was, the ways that it was in the past, in the good old days. And so they're fighting to keep humanity in that past and to hang on desperately because they sense that this new paradigm is going to end up destroying their line of thinking altogether. And that is the case too. In 100 years' time, there won't be religions of the world, basically. We'll all have a deeper understanding about the nature of reality. So here you are on the crest of the wave of evolution, on the second ray of love wisdom, sensitive to all of this chaos that's going on all over the world, as these extremists on all sides try to drag humanity back to the past and cling to the glories of the past. And you're very sensitive to that. Now, not only that, you've got your own life to live, and you've got your own sense of stress going on and anxiety going on in your life. You're having problems with your own self-image. You're having problems with your levels of self-esteem and self-confidence. You're having problems with finances, and your sense of security is being stripped away from you as you lose jobs and financial crises come and so forth. So you're reaching and stretching and saying, where am I going? Help me. Something higher than myself must help me to find out where I'm going and where I belong, and to get me out of this mental rut that I'm in, this mental hole that I'm in. And then, of course, you've got the problems there with the domestic and the family side of life, and breakups of family, and difficulties with children, and problems with children going on to drugs at such an early age, and they're seemingly drifting away from their parents as they go on into their own particular sphere of activity as they get older. And you've got health crises, of course, and you've got crises with losing a job. You've got difficulties and problems in your romantic life and your love life, with the breakup of relationships, deception on the part of those that you're trying to form a relationship with, and you're having infidelities and things like that are happening in relationships, and breaking your sense of trust and confidence in where you're going as far as that side of things is concerned, because you want to love. You want to be able to express your love. And problems, of course, with partnerships and breakups of marriage, relationships that you thought were going to last forever, didn't last forever. And it's a crisis. You find yourself in a whole new paradigm, a whole new state of existence. And then, of course, you've got your own problems inside of yourself with your addictive patterns of behavior, addiction to sex, addictions to bad food that's not good for you, and all of these various addictions of low self-esteem and problems with self-image and fear and anxiety and doubt and insecurity and manipulation, domination, control, and so forth. There's a breach of trust going on all over the world today. And the way to get through all of this is to, first of all, turn to the spiritual side of yourself. Turn to that aspect of yourself which is your higher self. Turn to that, and your saviour is meditation on a daily basis, even if it's only just for 5 minutes each day. As you meditate, you are sending a message to your subconscious mind that I want to grow, I want to reach, I want to expand, I want to become more of who I really am. You've got 143 of my videos. Watch one of those videos each day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. So meditation each day, even if it's only just for 5 minutes, it's setting a rhythm. It's setting a pattern there within your subconscious mind that is going to bring in understanding and will stabilize and settle things down for you so that you can cope with this anxiety that you're experiencing. And you've got my CDs, you can listen to them, and as you go through my intensives, you will find that your consciousness is expanding, your understanding is expanding, and before you know it, bang, you find yourself in a completely different universe. It's as if you've just gone into a different understanding. Now, you can't look for consensus support. You are on the crest of the wave of evolution, and the price that you pay for being on the crest of the wave of evolution is that you don't have the comfort of the herd. You don't have the comfort of those in your family, those in your relatives, those among your neighbours, those among your workmates, those among your lovers, those among your friends, and so forth. You don't have the consensus support there to say, yeah, definitely you're on the right track. You're a pioneer. And the price that you pay is that you don't have the comfort of the herd. So it's important, though, to set up a rhythm, is to get into my intensives, put your birth details into my website. The website address has popped up there by now, no doubt. And come to my website. There's a lot of things that I do for you there by sending you your horoscope chart. And I send you 12 CDs that you can download into your computer and listen to them with your iPod. And even if you just listen to one of those for 5 minutes each day, it's setting up a rhythm. It's so important to send this message to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind will then be able to steer you towards a different way of creating reality, a different set of circumstances. Make no mistake about it. You are creating your own reality. Nobody is doing it to you. So if you're experiencing strife and stress and tension and problems with your self-image and difficulties with your self-esteem and crises financially and difficulties in communication, problems in the home, insecurities, difficulties in relationships, problems with work, problems with your health, and so forth, these are things that are created by you. And it's important for you to reach out to that higher self. Listen to my CDs, watch my videos on a daily basis, even if it's only just for 5 minutes every day, because you're setting up a rhythm, you're setting up a pattern. You have a lot of power, strength and talent there inside of yourself that's trying to get out. You have a lot of goodness, truth and beauty there inside of yourself that wants to be expressed. You have to dig deep inside of yourself and set up a new rhythm for this new paradigm. And my intensities will help you to expand that consciousness of yours. That's the name of the game, is consciousness expansion. So I urge you to commit yourself to my website, subscribe to my videos, and I'll be able to help you to become more of the giant that you truly are, to have the courage to go on with the job. Courage is the willingness to act, even though you don't have all the answers, and even though some of the answers that you do have are wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be perfect. Courage is the willingness to be wrong in the pursuit of what's right. So I thank you for your attentiveness here. I look forward to working further with you. I will start putting out more regular videos from here on. And do go to my website and subscribe to my videos. Put your birth details in your horoscope page of my website, and I'll be able to send you a whole heap of goodies that will help you to stabilize this anxiety and to get on top of things and to be able to start expanding that consciousness of yours so that you can become more of the giant that you truly are, more of the map maker that you truly are. So I thank you for your attentiveness here, and I look forward to working further with you as you proceed. Thank you.